Alright, let's see here. Can I hear me? Yep. Alright, that's all good. Okay, so step 1 has been taken care of. There will be many other steps to come, but we will get to those when we can. Alright, where is step 2 hiding? Around here somewhere, damn it. Alright, just give me a second and I gotta find my other step really quick. Just had it. Where be thy step? Oh well, can't spend all day on it. Hello. Alright. Now that we're back, make sure that audio is off. Alright, can I... Okay, good. I was worried for a moment there that I wouldn't be able to hear everything properly. Okay, so I just have to talk to this guy. Hi, my name's Hal. In the last part, we kind of got up to... We have to hire this guy in a sense. I don't know if hire is the proper word. Oh, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Ah, yes. So, this guy here, he knows how to make siege engines, so we're gonna get his help to make the trebuchet. I stole a document, we forged a copy, and I slipped it in unnoticed. So that's kind of where we're picking off here.
Greetings. What business have you?
Alright. Oh wait, have I not done things right? Let me see, I must have missed a detail. Have I missed? Okay, arrange for Conrad. Oh, you know what? I think I just have to... Let's see. Oh, okay, I was trying to bring it to him to show him the forged document, but I need to show it to Master Carl, or whatever his name was. I know he's around somewhere. You shouldn't get suspicious, because I've already planted the fake. It's not him. You know what? He might be playing dice, because it did say that he plays dice from time to time. Should have suspected it. Is everything on? I think everything's on. Okay. So, he is the... What do you call it? Contractor, sort of? He gets everybody to build things, and he pays them. Now, there were a few options. I could have taken his money and then paid him off because he didn't have any money. I could have taken his dice and... I'm not wearing shoes. I could have taken his dice and kind of used those as leverage. Or I could have taken the documents and swapped those out, which is what I've done, but I also did take the dice and his money. So, we'll see how that goes. So we have to order him to leave, I think. Right? Is that it? Oh, I see. It's kind of freaking out a little bit because it's A, B, and C all in one. Alright. Because I've done all of them.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I forgot to turn off the volume there. The grass looks nice. You're tired of snow already? I gotta tell you, I probably don't get as much snow as you do. We have it for just like a few months usually. It is my favorite time of year. I'm kind of torn between the fall, which is, you know, where all the leaves change color and then they all start falling, because it's like, for me, that's the ideal temperatures, right? What is going on there? It's right around there. I don't like it when it's too warm. I don't feel like I'm built for the heat. Alright. Let's see. Are you sure you won't release Conrad? Ah, a messenger brought a dispatch.
A messenger brought a dispatch for you.
To the hand of... I charge Assistance. Permission to leave Sasau? How very convenient for you.
The hand of fate.
We'll see what fate brings. I have an authorization letter of my own from the abbot, and if your letter of
okay.
patent is fake, you'll be in trouble.
It's a good
Come
thing I
with me.
planted the other one back.
Good luck.
Fall is the best. You know, this is the thing that I always find the toughest, because spring obviously is when all these new beautiful flowers come about, but then the fall, just like depending on if you have the right kind of trees around you, just all those different, the yellows, orange, reds. It's just a really neat time, and it only lasts for such a short amount of time. He's got a neat little axe, or maybe it's just a normal one. Hard to tell. But yeah, I like winter because, well, I kind of enjoy the colder times of year. I always sleep better. Maybe that's why I like it so much. It's just, you know, when it's too hot, you know, it's harder. But I can be too cold and sleep just fine. And I think that maybe that's the same for most people. But I really like. And it's the weirdest thing. I'd rather have extra like layers for when it's really cold rather than when it's really warm. You can only take off so many layers. Yeah, there's not a lot of snow out right now. So we got a little bit, and then it got warm, and then now it's cold again. So it's cold outside, but not a lot of snow, unfortunately. Did I make a wrong turn? Where is he? Whoa. I don't think I'm supposed to be doing that. Oh no. Oh no. I need an adult. In spring, there's a lot of mud and snow in Moscow. Okay, there's a lot of mud and snow in Moscow. Oh, yeah. That is one thing that, you never really like. I don't think I'm supposed to be doing this. Oh, no. I hope the same thing didn't happen to him. Oh, no. My dog there. Well, I can't go farther in that direction. I may have encountered a glitch. Come on. Okay. Has that always been a thing? I must have hit it at just the right angle. Right? Surely. There must be a very tiny little spot that I stepped into. Just so happened to be the issue. Alright, well at least he's past here. No, I didn't need to restart. Well, then, you know what's nice is I have fallen through the map once before, and it doesn't kill you in this game. It actually resets you back up to the floor, which I think is kind of like one of the more basic things. Overseer. Oh, you're the wrong person. Yeah, but it never happened like that. All right.
So Conrad may leave.
He can. The letter of patent is genuine, and when the abbot commands...
Wonderful. I'll tell him.
Alright. And I don't have to pay him off. Well, that was a fun little moment. I feel a little bit bad. Yeah, so try to buy him off. The one thing I don't like is that when you have, like, options, it'll tell you that you failed the other ones. It's like, I didn't really fail them. That seems a little harsh. I passed them up. Alright.
They're after me! Sweet Jesus, I knew this day would come!
What? Who is... Carol said you can leave and...
Leave? I can't even set foot outside the door! Not now!
Please, calm down and tell me what's going on.
They're after me!
Ooh.
Who? Who's after you?
Yeah.
People, of course!
Why would they be after you?
Because he's never forgiven my criticisms of Nicopolis. Now he's decided to pay me back. What am I to do?
Tell me where, and I'll take care of them. All right.
What makes you think someone's after you?
When I was on my way to Sasau, I saw Baron Pekar in Kostelitz. He was with Sigismund on the crusade, as was I. Now I've been told he was seen at the local tavern. And a stranger's been creeping around the gardens here late at night. My
That might be me.
God, there are signs someone was trying to force the door. They're after me, Henry. The Lord
Wow, I've done all of
they
those
want to
things.
kill me.
I think they should be looking out for me. Yeah, I'll go and check it out.
Easy. If someone's after you, I'll see to him. I'll have a sniff around the town or lie in wait for him.
I don't know. What if he sneaks past you?
He won't, I promise. I'll hide in the garden, and if anyone starts creeping around after dark, I'll catch him.
You will. Won't you?
Tried playing Kingdom Come after your
Good.
stream,
I'll
but
be
not
sure
being
to
able
hide
to
well.
save
If he
anytime I
sees
want makes.
you,
Oh
he won't
man, that is one of the hardest things to get used to, because it honestly, I have lost so much progress just from not saving, because you forget to save sometimes, and the game will save after you start certain quests. The best thing you can do is go to I'll show you real quick. If just for one thing that's extremely useful. Where's my horse? It's the bathhouses, depending on what town you're on, but they're always going to have the white tops. And one way that I always save, I feel like, because I'm terrible at explaining things sometimes, it'll be better if I just show you. It'll only take a moment. Alright.
Yeah.
So you have options to, when you go there, you can, I think, have your clothes laundered, have your wounds healed, and then there's an option where you can do both. And if you do those, it only costs 30, so if you don't, and granted, really early in the game, it's more difficult as well, because you don't always have access, but yeah, you see those over there with the white tops. That's usually where they are. Almost always. Okay. And you don't have to buy a horse early on, because the game will give you, if you just follow the main story missions. Yeah, I think it's this lady here. But there should be one in almost every town. So it also happens when you sleep, you will save. Yeah, but use bathhouse services.
So what are you interested?
And then heal my wounds, bath and laundry.
A bit of everything.
And
Heal
that
my
should
wounds.
save it.
I'm sure you'll. God be.
It'll save you a lot of money if you don't. Oh wow, I must have been extremely injured. Oh, of course, yeah. So the other thing this does is it sets you to full health. It cleans all your clothes, which it does help your charisma. Because if your clothes are dirty, you won't get the full charisma boost. So it'll all your stats. So your health, energy, and stamina. Or no, what's the third one? I'm trying to think. Health, energy, food. That's what it is. Health, energy. I play the game so often, you'd think I'd remember what the third one was. But your health, energy, and food will be all the way up 100 for each one of them. So it only costs 30. So 30 for a save, and the only difference is this kind of a thing happens as well. It'll make sure that your character is fully well rested and everything. But it's very handy. And if you don't have 30, you can always haggle them down a little bit, but be careful when you haggle not to do too much. Because sometimes they'll get mad at you. Oh, I gotta pull a torch out. That's the only thing I don't really like, but I get it. It makes sense. But if you're walking around without a torch, you can be fined. It's not a big fine, but it's annoying. Okay, where is this one that I'm looking for? Thank you for the test. Yeah, so I found it extremely useful when you find out, because I think if you just do one or the other, I don't know if it saves, but that definitely helped me early on. And one thing to be careful of, try to get your lock if you plan on stealing a lot in this game, because it is by far the easiest way to make money. Just practice lock picking whenever you get an opportunity. and it will really help out. Because by the time you get to not even what level I'm at right now, but because everything maxes at level 20, I'm at lockpicking 17, and I think once you hit like 16, you can basically pick any lock in the game. It is difficult though. And for example, because I sell a lot of stolen stuff all the time, I can occasionally just pick up the amount of money, which you can find a merchant. This is if only if you want to go down the stealing route, but you can get so much money. But yeah, definitely sleep. The chest that's in your house, well, not in your house, so I don't know how far you are, but when you're in Rate, the house you wake up in, there's a chest that has your stuff in it. There's a few chests in the game that are connected, so if you put your stuff in there, you can always come back to it, and there's other areas that will also have your stuff in it. It's a neat thing. Okay, so now we are... Okay, watch out for the assassin at midnight. Find out more about... Oh, okay, I must have been going in a completely different direction. Kill the camp. Okay, so that's what I was going towards. I definitely didn't need that. But yeah, I really like this game because it's unique, especially if you use weapons, you will find this game to be a lot easier. My recommendation is just a shield, and if you can find a mace, that's always a good one to go with. I gotta find that person who's wandering around. I don't think it's gonna give me a marker because there's a specific place I have to go to, and it... Well, there's not a specific place I have to go to. Alright, I have to make my own marker. Oh yeah, I could just fast travel. That'll be quicker. That is one thing I really like about this game, is whenever you have access to an area, you can fast travel it. However, it doesn't unlock the map on the way. Fast traveling is very convenient. Alright. Now, it's very difficult, but there is an achievement that you can get for playing the game without killing anyone. I was originally planning on getting that, but then there was a mission where I kind of got forced to kill, and I've been just killing ever since. It has to be extremely difficult to get through the game without killing anybody. Gotta put my torch away, and I'm just gonna wait a little bit. See if I can find someone. If I don't find anyone, what I might have to do is wait till the next night. I might have to ask around a little bit. And there are a few missions in the game that are time sensitive. So a lot of times, if they sound like they might be time sensitive, there's a chance they actually are. Like, if you have to save someone and they say save them soon, basically, there's a mission that I failed where I, because in most games you can just kind of wander around and do whatever you want. It's no big deal. What's the deal with this horse? It just says horse. Makes me think something's going on over here. I know what I can do. Do I have the potion? If not, it might be on the... Oh, wow. Some of the things I have are very bad. I can drop all of those. Wondering if people in US play Dota 2 at all, and if not, is there a reason they prefer League of Legends? If it's weird to ask. That's actually something I'm not familiar with. I gotta be honest, I've never played either one of them. I don't play too much computer games, although I do want to get more into it. But definitely people do play Dota 2. I know a little bit of it. I just never hear people talk about Dota. It's always League of Legends. Yeah, same here. I'm not sure why that would be. Maybe one just gets marketed more. Could be. But I mean, I've heard a bit about both. Maybe it's got something to do with the characters, because I think people really like flashy characters. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Aren't they very similar games? I'm sorry, I'm speaking from complete ignorance, but just from what I've seen of them, that's just me, an outsider. But yeah, I think I definitely hear more about League of Legends. Now, this might upset people, but is Dota 2 harder? Because if it's a little more, like, if one's easier to get the hang of than the other, there's probably more like people coming into it and everything like that. I mean, that might have something to do with it. As a person who knows nothing about it, they're kind of the same. Okay, like that's just the only thing that I can think is that one is maybe. Because they're kind of, there's a lot of strategy involved. I know that. That's the little bit that I know is that, of course you could say that with nearly any game, but I just feel like maybe with more options, Dota is more strategic. So that's what I was thinking is where, because there's a difference between skill and strategy. Like skill can be all down to timing, but there's a bit of an overlap. But being strategic is like being able to think ahead. Whereas I feel like skill is more in the moment kind of stuff. So, just depends on how things go down. It could be the slight difference between the games where some people prefer more one style over the other. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I apologize for not being able to answer the question. But, that'd be an interesting thing to know. I bet somebody's done a video on it. Wait, no, I want to eat that. Right, isn't this what There we go. Everything just got brighter. This is the Nighthawk Potion, I'm pretty sure. Okay. So do I just have to wait around for somebody to show up? Be cool to get into this building. Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm in a grave. I might have dug that grave. The only problem with that potion is things are very bright to look at. Yeah, there's this horse here. What's in here? Linen cloth? I don't think I need that. Probably be good to get the what is it? The recipe for that potion, because sometimes in this game it can be unbelievably dark. Maybe the dog knows something? Commands. I guess free?
Come along, free.
It's about as good as I can get. I don't have that skill up high enough. Alright. Well, hold on now. Oh, maybe I could ask him.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Ask him.
Do you know anything about
the dog? Yeah. He's a good dog.
Is he some kind of merchant? No. That was a man by a similar name.
Don't you find it dull here?
It's hell on earth, especially as escort guards. I wish we could go back to Bethlehem.
Okay. Not really getting anything out of him.
Goodbye.
If not here, there was a door over here. These the only two locations? Yeah. Maybe there's someone down here. Oh, wow. It's dark even with this. This seems like it'd be the easiest way to, sneak around. Alright. I want to have a dog who's still in university, and no one rents flats to dog owners. That sucks. I have a couple myself. Well, you know that, but so with funny story about the little dog. We had him when we were in an apartment, and we got him because he only gets to 25 pounds, and there are places that have a 25-pound limit on dogs. What's this? So we wanted to make sure that we got probably the biggest dog we could get at, like, that weight. Because I like bigger dogs. And so we got a Shiba, and we kind of always really like those dogs, too. But, you know, he's got, you know, long, thin legs, and they kind of have a narrow waist and everything like that. They have this very particular shape to them. And we originally, I trained him to use a litter box, which I know is a very unusual thing, but there really wasn't, because we were working long hours a lot, so we had him out whenever we could, but being in an upper floor apartment, it wouldn't always be the easiest thing to get him out. And then even the areas around us where we were at the time didn't have much grass. Excuse me. And we were also afraid that someone was going to steal our dog. Because it was happening in the area we lived in. But, yeah, having a dog is awesome. Having two dogs is twice as awesome. Because one of my dogs is an escape artist, and, well, that's the little one. And the other one kind of keeps him in check for the most part. I should wait till 9 and then everyone will wake up. That's another thing. All the shops open up after 9 in the game. I don't know why. It doesn't really make much sense because I feel like historically most shops would open basically when people wake up, which you'd think would be at sunup. But yeah, the one thing that I would say is when you do eventually get a dog, make sure like you have them on a leash, or if you plan on having them on a leash, or if you want them to be. Oh, what? Okay. I didn't see an assassin. Oh yeah, that they need to prepare the shop first. That does make sense because at night, a lot of times they take all the items that are on the counter off. What was I saying? Oh yeah, because with our dog, he wasn't really on. Well, I guess both of them for the most part. That would make sense that that's why they open a bit later. The you know, it's just. They're going to get used to whatever they get used to, and if you have them on a leash from when they're a puppy and everything like that, they'll be a lot better on a leash than if you wait. Or if you just want them to walk next to you, you really got to do it when they're very little. Because that is the reason why I can't let my one dog off a leash. Because he will just take off. Good dog, though, but he just, you know, he's got, if he sees anything, he will chase it. He's that kind of a dog. Especially if it's rabbits. He likes rabbits and birds an awful lot. Okay, I gotta talk to people. See, him? Nope. Okay. Okay. This Yohanka. I think I know this lady. I can't remember why.
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Wait, isn't she from
Me
Scots?
too. I heard that you're doing well.
Wow.
JLR, what's going on?
You're alive. So you're doing well.
Don't really recognize her character.
Do you know
yeah,
anything
does she
about
know?
a master pay card?
I'm afraid not.
A Samoyed dog. Hold on. I actually want to see what kind of dog that is. I feel like I've heard the name, but Sam. Oh, that is a fluff ball. Oh, that's an awesome looking dog. That is a medium-sized herding dog. Oh, herding dogs are great. Just in general, they tend to be... Now, they tend to be on the smarter end, and what makes them good is, let's see. What was it? What makes them good is... They listen to commands. That's what it is. Tonight's like the only night of the week where I'm not doing anything. Man, you are a busy guy, aren't you? Alright. Let's see. There we go.
I just can't.
Okay.
What's
Going on
happening
here?
Oh my god. Philip and... They're all...
Yes. Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Skalitz was raised. Just the two of us.
Yeah, can I help in any way? I'm not gonna do it right now, for sure, but...
Can I help at all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here.
How do I view live chat
It's
again?
been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then.
There we go.
They took me to Rat Eye unconscious, and I needed a healer.
I can't sleep again.
How's everyone
Okay, there
holding
we
up?
go.
What can I do?
Holding up.
I need to finish the game already.
Dying. Use
There's
me
better
needlessly,
ones
and I
out there.
can't do anything about
I
it.
do really want to
We don't
finish this
have
game. There's
food,
way too
space,
much
or
to do in this
anyone
game.
Who's willing to help us?
That's all I need to
That's
know.
all I need.
Look, Henry, last week Bohuslav died. Maybe you knew him. We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in...
Cool. Alright, end dialogue. Excuse me. I do plan on... Oh, so this is... That's why I haven't seen her here before. Huh. Well, I'm still... I'll probably be doing this game for a while, but what I want to be doing... I haven't played the Spider-Man games. Yeah, okay, I get you there. My plan is to get better at editing and to not be so damn lazy. What I want to do is, man, I feel like I haven't had a free weekend in forever, but I want to make sure that I start putting out a lot of videos, and a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be doing from now on, like I want to have a stream. It's like a big goal for me. I say goal because I'm not there yet. And I want to be able to have a video and a stream every single day. Because certain people, like a lot of people do like videos. I need to play Uncharted. Oh, those games are so much fun. It's like playing a movie. I could play a lot of those. There's more than one Overseer? Okay. I need to find someone I can actually talk to in this. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, I have had a lot of fun with this game, but it's one of those games, you could sink so many hours into this and not even scratch the surface. And that is partially because I do a lot of side missions. And right now I'm preparing an army, so I have to make sure they're fed and have the trebuchet. Oh, I did, Demon Souls was the first game I ever streamed, because it was, I had finally gotten the internet to actually do a stream, And I would totally recommend Horizon Zero Dawn as well. Man, that's a game I haven't played in a while. Horizon Zero Dawn, but yeah, Demon Souls is how I started streaming, and I've done a lot of stuff before that. But yeah, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, it was the first thing that I've ever streamed on the channel, and that did okay. You know, it was popular.
God, what
Set
happened
my
to you?
expectations
You look
maybe
like
a
you've
little
been
too high.
assaulted.
Do you know anything about a master pay card?
Of course, I've played dice with him at the inn. A decent man.
Okay. Find out more about him. You're still sitting on Demon Souls? You know, it's not that hard. Like, it has tough moments, but overall, it seems like one of the easier Souls games, which is why I can't wait for Elden Ring. And I'm still debating on whether I stream Elden Ring or I record it, because that's like the tough thing. You know?
How come you're wearing such fine armor?
It's a debate.
Is there a joust happening?
Do you know anything about a master pay card?
Of course. I played dice with them at the inn.
Oh, I gotta play dice. I can't help it. I enjoy this game so much. I play it in real life. Alright. I just gotta go to where the dice are. Where are the dice? Houndsman. Maybe I'll... Alright,
Do you know
I'll ask
anything
him.
about a master pay card?
Of course. I played dice with him at the inn. Decent man.
Everyone who's good says that it's easy. To you, it's hell. Okay. Now, I'm not saying it's super easy. I was kind of, haven't finished Bloodborne. Bloodborne is, I've also beaten that one. That was, one of the ones I streamed as well. Because Bloodborne is like a totally different playstyle. The DLC boss, the end DLC boss, was so tough in Bloodborne. It took me, oh man, how long was it? A very long time. And then I was like, I know that notoriously the end boss in Bloodborne is pretty tough, so I took that one on. And then I beat him in like 15 minutes. You're kind of right about that. I played it recently for practice. It took me 40 minutes to get to the first boss. Didn't play the game for 10 months, so I was able to do that with no tutorial. I suppose. That makes sense. I mean, because, yeah, well, the other thing is, this is unlike any other Souls game. In the tutorial of Demon Souls, you can't die. You can die, but only when the game is ready for you to. And, like, other games don't have that. And there's certain bosses that are, like, very easy. Worried about facing the Flame Lurker and the Tower Knight. Not as hard as you think. With the Tower Knight, there's a very simple thing you have to do. You just have to run through, what's it called? Trying to get my brain to think, because it's been a minute. But there's people shooting you with arrows from every angle. Take those dudes out first. And it's such an easier fight. I think he takes...
I hear you like a game of dice.
He takes extra damage. I used like a partial kind of mage character, so what is the one? He's got the little crown and the wand, the noble? I can't remember. Ooh, heaven. Yeah, I have 2 of those. I forgot. Yes. Alright. And the Flame Lurker was a tough one. So, I can't blame you for that. It's... Oh my. This is a bad day for him. Score 2,000 on the first roll. But yeah, Flame Lurker's a real pain. I had to pace myself for that one. He's got a golden die. Ooh, I wonder what that one's about. I gotta mug this guy. I don't have a choice.
God's holy hat!
He also has... Man, I can get a full set of them. Oh, man, what luck. That I should run into such an interesting character. I'll take one of these. I'm gonna stream the game. That's why I didn't fight the boss. Just felt like getting some practice in before I start streaming it. Once I'm done with the Avengers and Halo Infinite, I'm moving into Demon Souls. I can't put the game off anymore. It's kind of cool and looks graphically stunning. Take all his money? Oh, you bet I'm gonna take all his money. Let's see. I should be able to get a... Oh, I don't have the 4. Does that count for a run of anything? Darn. Okay. Alright, score and roll again. Oh yeah, but I'll take all his money, no doubt. But he has an interesting little thing there. Alright, come on. Roll me a good one. Oh no. Perfect. Score and roll again. That devil's head die is such a pain. So if the cool thing about it is that when you roll it correctly, it works very well. Let's see. I say you should murder his family first before taking his money, and then cut off his arms. Like Jesus, okay. That got dark real quick. Score and pass. All right.
Good game. You deserve it.
All right. New game. That would suck if I accidentally deleted my save after this much. I think I'd quit the series, legitimately. I would just end. Either that or I'd continue with my all evil one and just play that for fun. Damn it. I got caught. But no, I want to... Yes, I want to load that one. But yeah, so one thing I will say is that they really did hold true to like how the original game looks.
Hey, what are you doing?
Damn, he really did catch me. I think I have to wait there for a second. Nope. He's very great. Yeah, this dude, he's basically Shrek. Wow, it allows you to have a lot of saves before you run out. Should you want to load it? Yes, I do want to load this. Okay. I just have to be careful about how I do it. I have bad habits of just rushing into it. I should be able to... Because there's... I'm going to walk around like this. Nobody's going to see. Nobody's going to see anything. Maybe I can use a potion or whatever. Got any potions that help for this kind of stuff? Alcohol, that's always a good one. Patience.
Well, hey, you! Where are you putting your sticky fingers, thieving magpie? A thief! People! A thief! Oh my God, no! God! Help! There's a thief over there!
I'm not gonna save it. I just want to see what dice he has. Even number die. Oh, but he does have the Heavenly Kingdom die. So that'd be cool just to have a full set of those. He has a lot of money. Man, I would have to beat him 7 times. I can always mug him later. I don't have to do that right. No. Bad habit of doing that. I don't have to do it right now. I just want to know what he has. But I know the other guy that I have to find does play dice. So, I just have to play him in a game of dice. Excuse me. Then I'll find out who he is. Townsman.
God save you.
It's just kind of difficult to pick somebody's pockets when you're out in the open in broad daylight.
Oh, they say he's come to do some trading. At least that's
Oh,
what
cool.
Peter reckoned. Says he diced with him at the inn.
Okay, Peter.
Farewell.
I gotta find a Peter. Okay. That's Tackle. Oh, hey. Just who I was looking for.
Well, you'd be better off going for a good scrub. You stink like a badger.
You look like a badger. So we make a fine pair. Oh yeah, I'm very dirty. Why am I so dirty?
Would you be Master Pate?
I would.
Henry.
And what do you want from me, Henry?
To ask why you've come
Yeah,
to
why you
Sasau.
come?
An interrogation, then, I see. On business, of course.
And who is it you're doing business with?
Why don't you ask about my mistresses instead? My trade partners are my own private concern.
Stay away from Master Keezer.
Keezer? Conrad Keezer? Why should I want anything to do with him?
So he doesn't need to worry about you.
Worry? Good Lord, no. Why, we were friends.
Has he tried to make a fool of me
Right,
again?
That'll be everything.
As the master instructs. Sure. Farewell.
I'll have a beer.
Alrighty then. I think this dude just likes to pull pranks all the time. He's like, somebody's trying to assassinate me. Just like how he told me a password that the guy who I had to tell the password to didn't even know there was one. A real trickster, that guy. Guess he has to have fun somehow. Okay, and then for the next part, I have to keep an eye out for an assassin. Which may not even be a thing. Oh, damn. We pay at least a little bit of attention. My horse is drunk. Okay. Supposedly... Oh. Smashed right into that guard. Let's see. We have this assignment where we have to describe the difference between the sound in man and men. But aren't they the same? Like, can't you literally... can you really differentiate between them? Man, men... So... and eh. Phonetics is killing you. They're very similar sounds.
Henry's come to see us.
But like, is an ant, and then is an enter. So men, man, that's the difference as far as. Hopefully that helps. I don't know if you can even use that example, but that's off the top of my head, that's the best. And okay, so I really do have to wait overnight. Alright. Wait till nightfall. And then hopefully the dude just shows up. Or I'll be waiting for nothing. It's alright. Hopefully there actually is somebody and it's just like, oh, I'm just gardening in the middle of the night. Like, there are some sounds in Japanese that I have a very hard time differentiating between. So nice when someone who actually speaks the language explains it. Oh, hey, I really appreciate it. I just, you know, you ask a question, I try to answer to the best of my ability. But yeah, there's, I mean, there's a lot of words when you look at them in English, and they're not pronounced at all how you think they are. So, not your fault there. Oh yeah, I could talk to him. Maybe he's seen something.
How come you're wearing such fine armor? Is there a joust happening?
Okay, never mind.
I'll be with you.
He has no idea. Oh wow, it is dark in here. Will the eyes adjust? No, they do not. Yeah, one thing you definitely need in this game is a torch. What is that little symbol? I can't quite make out what it is, but it's funny looking. I'm in a private area. Now, why would this area have to be private? I wonder. Really nothing good in here. Oh, right. Probably shouldn't have a torch. So, at night, there's someone prowling around, and I wonder if I just need to make sure it's dark enough to find an assassin. Am I learning Japanese? I would love to say that I am, but that's not accurate. I look at the words sometimes. I have tried so many times in my life to start learning a language. So, if it wasn't obvious, I have severe ADHD. So I get sidetracked extremely easily, even sometimes when I'm really passionate about something. But what really messes me up is dyslexia, because I will read things backwards in English. In my own language, I will mess up words. And I do it a lot, especially when I'm like reading the chat and everything. If you hear me, I make a lot of mistakes, and normal people don't do that kind of thing. Not as bad anyways. But, so trying to learn a new language is rather difficult, but I do really enjoy it. I know very, very minor things. I kind of have an idea for how some of the language is laid down, and I've spent in total a lot of hours separately in my life looking at the language and pronouncing things. Like, I can pronounce a lot of symbols, but none of the kanji, which is like the really complex characters that are from Chinese origin. My thing is that I know more about the language, like the history and stuff like that of the language, than I do the actual language itself. It does make it easier though when you're learning the sounds and everything, how to pronounce names and everything, stuff like that. I hope to take it up as a university course and become consistent with it. That'd be cool. I mean, I really like Japanese, and one of the things why I want to learn it is because I rather like watching subtitled anime. Well, I guess I don't like reading, and that's my thing. I like reading, but I'm very, due to the dyslexia, I read very, very slowly. And especially because I like watching so many action things, it can be very difficult to keep up with both things at the same time. Okay. Which is why I want to just learn the language, and then I'll just understand it. That's the idea. Even though I know they're not exactly the same, because the way they speak in anime isn't identical. It's about 80% on point, but people in anime don't talk like how people do in real life. It's a fascinating subject. I really like the whole Japanese culture, everything. I have a lot of, I have a lot of things that are Japanese related. Okay. Now, there's an assassin somewhere, and supposedly I'm supposed to be able to figure it out. Wait, what if I just come into his room and be like, hey, I didn't see an assassin? Have you seen an assassin?
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes? Take care.
They're after me, damn it.
Half of me thinks that this is just an act on his behalf. But maybe he really thinks it. Alright, torch time. Now, who could be up here? I know somebody's up here, I just don't know who. I'm gonna talk to him. I know I'm in a private area, but maybe he'll have something to tell me. He's speaking words, but I can't hear a thing. Alright, fair enough. I'm so happy that I learned English. Makes me feel like I can learn some other languages too. Really try. That is a real thing. Apparently people who learn a lot of languages, learning the second language after you learn the first is easier, and I think somehow, I know there's people that know like 7 languages. And I can't even imagine, because I barely have a grasp on one language. But yeah, no, there's definitely a positive influence of, like, you learn a language, and then your brain just gets kind of wired for it, I think. That might be part of what it is. I mean, there was a time where I knew a decent amount of Spanish. But Spanish is so much easier to learn as a person who speaks English, because there's a lot of, like, concepts. Like, if you ever see a word, like, that has M-A-L in the front of it, mal, like the word malice or maleficent, mal is, I think, what is it? It's the Latin or Greek root. I get those mixed up. But it means bad. And in Spanish, mal literally means bad. So it's just, there's a lot of neat things. I think that's my thing with language. I really like those types of things more than actually languages themselves. But yeah, there's all sorts of little things, and that's sort of where a lot of unusual things in the language come from. And there's, especially like, we have borrowed words and things like that in English that are from other languages. And it's something you really don't think about, but they're kind of, some of them are pronounced differently than the languages that they come from. So that can make it more confusing as well. Alright, so where are we at? I have not met this person who's supposedly an assassin. So what do you think, like, what would be your, the next language you learn after English? Which, by the way, if you're keeping up with me, you gotta be doing pretty well. I couldn't even listen to children speak in Japanese. That's how, like, little I can understand it. I can pick up words here and there, like, oh, I recognize that word. I feel good about myself. Definitely takes a lot of dedication, though. I wish I would have learned it in a classroom. You're learning German for 4 years. Wow, okay. At least, I think going from English to German or German to English is not too big of a stretch. And also Spanish for 6 months. Okay, wow, you're really diving into it. You gonna be a linguist or something? Alright. Okay. Or a translator of some sort? I don't know how I'm supposed to find an assassin. A translator. Oh, that is really cool. Okay. I respect that. That's got to be extremely challenging. And a linguist too? Alright. So I don't know, let's see. I obviously the idea of a translator is easier for me to understand. Linguist is like in uni. Okay, in the university. Okay. This is also an interesting thing. Some people will call it university, and but a lot of times you'll hear in America, "Oh, wow, you are the charlatan. What are you doing?"
What?
But a lot of times we call it college over here.
I'm hunting.
Hunting?
But that's an American thing.
Shit.
I
Please
think.
don't tell anyone. Sometimes I
Seems
come
that
here
way
at night
anyways.
to collect a few things I can sell. Nothing of value to the monastery, of course. A bone, a splinter, a weed. Folk buy those things.
You're not after Master Conrad?
Master Conrad? Why would I? Have you seen me trying to get to him?
God's teeth! I'm looking for someone else, and you're getting under my feet.
Well, After all the noise we've made. you
We
might as
learn the
well give it
roots
up
of the
for tonight.
language, why objects are named a certain way, and so on. See, that's
I'll try
I
again tomorrow.
really like
Don't
those
let me
sorts of
catch you
things.
again.
So basically, you get to learn like the history of words too, right? Something like that. There's a lot of really fun words that don't really get used anymore. I know it has nothing to do with the game, but I enjoy it quite a bit. Okay, just to double check on that mission. Watch out for... Oh, okay, so he's not the assassin. Yeah, you seem to honestly have a great grasp of the language, just from what I can see. I don't think I've seen any real mistakes. Like, I mean, well, then again, the way how most people put messages, nobody really... The way how people message in chats is not the same way how people really write professional papers and things. But at the same time, you blend in very well. So, good job. And you're very welcome. Okay, so if not him, so that implies that, oh, keep falling into a hole. What was that? What was it? Is that? Oh, probably the dandelion. Okay. All right. I know there's Cosmo, he pops on sometimes, and I know his native language is Japanese, and for the most part, I mean, it's one of those things. It's just really interesting to see people like learning other language. I wish I could, because like what would be really fun for me is to like go onto one of his videos and message in Japanese. I'm not there yet, but eventually. I think that would be really kind of funny. Just because he comes over here and messages in English and everything, and I've seen his own stuff and all that. Man, where's this assassin? Whoever this assassin is, they're either really good or absolutely terrible. Or maybe that's just me. What was that? Oh, another grave. This horse has to be important, because I can't even steal the horse, which is something I can usually do. Not that I do, but it usually gives me the option for it, so it has to be, I would assume, important to the story for some reason. I don't know whatever is being made for dinner, but it smells delicious. I think potatoes are involved. Potatoes are great. Kind of smells buttery, too. I feel like I'm just going in circles. Let's see, I really want to do my own stuff, but way too shy to stream. Well, here's the cool thing. If you want, you don't necessarily have to stream, although I will say streaming is very convenient in the sense that it's all, like, you don't have to edit anything out. But you don't have to do your face to start with. Like, I didn't even, well, partially because I didn't have a good camera. But I didn't always show my face. I was really happy when I started, though, but it's kind of a thing where it's really unusual. Because I have a little viewfinder where I see my own face. And it took me a long time just to get comfortable. Like, if you see my... God, there were times where I was tempted just to get rid of my first video because it was so bad. But I'm like, you know what? The fact that I find it so terrible means that I must have made some sort of progress. And I look at some of my stuff from, like, I mean, not even that long ago, and it's like, man, I would do it so differently. Like, because some of the editing, a friend of mine was watching one of my videos, and I was looking at it, I'm like, wow, I would not have edited it like that. If I'm doing it now, I'm like, there's so much wasted space. where things go on for too long. I'm like, I could have cut that time in half. And then, because that's what I think of, like cutting out like the parts that are unnecessary. But yeah, it's really, it's weird getting used to hearing your own voice. Because that's, and seeing my own face. Because like when I look at this, this is like me looking in the camera, and then this is where I normally look. There's like the slightest bit of a, I think you can tell there's just this little bit of movement in my eyes. Because it's easier to look at a face, even though it's my own, which is really weird. But I can also see what kind of... Ooh, was that a firefly? No, okay, that was just the little bits coming off the torch. Not a torch bug. Okay, this assassin really... Do I have to wait through the whole night? Maybe I should, like, wait another hour. But yeah, it's definitely something to work up to. But it's a lot of fun. I mean, when you do something that you enjoy, I mean, for me, it's usually with other people. So like whenever I stream with like not stream, well, I've done it a couple times, but when I do recordings with my brother, those are so much fun because it's not just me. And then I get to hear the silly things he says and things like that. Like, I did a whole series with him on A Way Out, and those were all edited, and the editing was so difficult because there was so much I wanted to keep. But I wanted to keep all the videos about a certain length. So whenever I do a series, I try to keep things consistent. My streams are usually 2 hours, though. But those were so much fun for me. It's one of those things where when you do something that's funny, and you know it's funny, you'll laugh when you edit it. And that's kind of one of the other things. With editing, it can sort of take out your awkwardness, which is definitely something I needed quite a bit of early on. And that's... taking basically what might not be as good, and with clever editing you can make it more humorous, and sometimes you can even add silly little things into the video. Yeah, stuff like that. There's free video editors, and there's all kinds of stuff. I used to use a free one for a while. I have an expensive one now, but it does not get proper use, that's for sure. I'm an hour and 15 in, and I still haven't found this dude's assassin. Okay. Maybe if I find a guard, I can talk to a guard? Okay, yeah. Talking to her, there are, like, missions... And they're, like, apparently pretty, extreme. Ask him if he's seen anybody walking around.
Here, clear off.
Whoa. That's rude. All those guys, I think, say the same thing. Which is really, upsetting. I might just knock him out, just 'cause. Not kill him, but, you know, just give him a little choke. Alright. I can't even use that? What if I hop in? Hold on. Hop in. Where'd my torch go? Must have switched hands. But yeah, you know, it's I think for everybody it's really weird. I don't know of anybody who really, when they first start streaming or doing videos, where it's like it's easy necessarily the first time, and you're probably gonna not like a lot of what you see, but that's all right. And honestly, one of the good exercises is turning a camera on but not recording and just like talking to it, or even just recording just anything, just desensitizing yourself. Well, oh, the bare feet. So, it was to stay quiet, and I totally forgot about it. But basically, my noise is at a 29 instead of almost 100, because if I put the pants on and, like, the rest of my armor, it's really, really loud. You can't really hear the difference all that much, but, like, in-game, people can hear me easier. Stuff like that. Okay. Hold on. What was that? I thought I heard something.
I left guards in time. Why do they want to kill
Oh, it must have been him. Excuse me. I streamed in 2018 and it's so cringy to look back on. Hey, that's just how it works. I mean, that's one of the other things is you can kind of see things that you've done that you didn't like, because that's like whenever I look at my stuff, it's like, well, not doing that, you know, that kind of stuff. It's strange, but you know, it works. Okay, nobody's here, it seems. There's chickens. Maybe they're assassinating him. Those damn chickens. You will not assassinate him. Chickens go poof. Dirty assassin chickens. Alright, now he's good. I should go back and tell him that I've taken care of his problems. I mean, even to get to where I am right now, which is not, I would think, not necessarily great. It definitely took a bit of work. I have fun, though. So that's really the important part, is because when you do it enough times, you'll relax and then allow yourself to have fun. And a lot of times when you have fun, people kind of, you know, they sponge off of it. Chickens must die. The enemy has been slain. Alright. Oh, it's a broken statue. So I see, there's no way this horse isn't a part of this somehow. But I'm not going to attack the horse. There has to be something with this mission. Or maybe I wait till... Well, I don't know. Okay, yeah, it's almost daytime in the game. So if I don't find anybody, does that mean I succeeded in keeping an eye out? Guess I just have to wait a little bit longer. Since 5 is kind of considered it's considered daylight, but it's kind of weird. This game, well, obviously takes place during the summer. It would be really interesting to see, because I know they're planning on making another one, because how could they not? And I would really like to see where it goes. Like, if they put in, like, where there's a change of the season. That'd be really cool. Like, I'd love to see this area at different times of the year. Alright. Where? Oh, I could just sit here. And wait. With no shoes on. I could read a book. Like, can I read a book? Where is it at? I don't know if I'll actually be able to. Because I might have maxed out my skill in the book. Oh no, it's alchemy. Okay. Damn, not a high enough level. Okay, the joy of gutting. Unfortunate. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Just gonna get to this point here, and maybe when it crosses over, it'll either say I failed or I did a good job. What are you digging for? You digging up graves? See, I knew it was you. Shame on my dog, digging up people's graves. That's just disrespectful. But yeah, when I go out for like combat and everything, I definitely have to gear up. But when I have to be stealthy, I could put that the monk's hood back on, but it takes off the back of my character's skull. It's very disturbing to look at. Okay. Almost to that point. Just gotta wait a little bit longer. If this doesn't work, then I don't know what to do. So maybe he's hysterical and I have to kidnap him? Which was an option. It did... Well, I'm not sure if it'll actually allow me to do it, but they did talk about I might have to kidnap him if things go poorly. This must be some sort of a grave marker. Dandelion. Why did I decide to play Kingdom Come of all games? So it was actually... So I had gotten the game... Not when it came out, but like very close to it. Oh, hey, they have like steel gutters. Or downspout. That's kind of cool. Well, it looks like it anyways. Maybe it's not. Doesn't that look a little out of place? Maybe that's just me. Maybe they had stuff like that in this time. But anyways, with this game, I had played it closer to the time it came out. But when I say that, I mean it still might have been a year after it came out, and I got it for fairly cheap. I think I got it for $30. And I played it a little bit, didn't really get past the beginning area because I had so many other things I was doing. And, well, I had started YouTube, and it was sort of, I had so many other things I do. I put it kind of on a shelf and forgot about it. And then I was kind of like, I was looking for things to play, and then I saw it, and I was like, you know what? This game was a lot of, it was really interesting. I thought it was a lot of fun when I started it. But I never really got far into it. It was just a unique concept. I remember the combat a little bit. And I was like, well, you know, it might be good to stream because there's a lot of content in the game. I knew that. I knew it was quite long, and other people had played it. But I was like, you know what? It's 3 years later. I'm sure somebody's got to be interested in this game, and I've been having fun with it ever since. I mean, I've been doing this with this game. How long has it been? Because I've done... I mean, if you consider the fact that I've played almost an equal amount off-screen, the number gets kind of crazy. And now I can't say that as much anymore, but... Excuse me. I'm at 34 parts in, so that's 68 hours just on screen, and I've probably done 100, if not like 120. Okay, so definitely nobody's here. Alright. I guess I just gotta wait. It's unfortunate that it took so long just to get to this point. But with this mission, I couldn't risk doing it off screen and then or doing a bunch of other stuff off screen. I had to actually like do this part because, well, at least the beginning anyways, because it was time sensitive, and if I hadn't switched out the thing, then this mission wouldn't have worked as easily. You found me by accident because I was the only one streaming this game. Well, hey, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. If I was the only one streaming it, then that,
God be with you, Henry.
You stay because of the personality? I really appreciate that. I try to be, well, I try to be honest, and I gotta be real with you. The normal me is honestly, now I know with a lot of streamers, it's like, they're really hyped up and excited during the stream, and then after it, they're like, ugh, you know, like, they're just not feeling it anymore. I don't think people could really handle how, crazy I can be at times, because I can be really, really hyped up. I'm kind of all over the place, but I can be, like, really excited and energetic, and sometimes I really bring that energy, but I try to, like, tone it down just a little bit for everybody else, because I've been told it can be a little annoying, and I believe it. Okay. So... But yeah, in general, this is just kind of me. Just maybe a little more mellow sometimes. But, I try to be honest about, you know, who I am. And sometimes, I'll be real, sometimes, like, I'm just not in the best of moods. Because, you know, life happens, stuff happens, and if I'm having a bad day, I'm gonna still try to, you know, really put out and do what I can, you know. Like, I'll be real, yesterday, and it had nothing to do with the video or anything about YouTube. I was just having a bad day, and I did YouTube, and honestly made me feel a little better, but I felt... I feel a little bad sometimes, because, like, I want to bring as much as I can. I want to make other people feel happy. And I feel like when I'm happy and things are going well, people see that, and it usually helps. Because I know when I'm feeling down, if I watch a video of a person who's, like, super, like, I don't know if you've ever seen Jacksepticeye stuff. But I've definitely... I don't watch this stuff as much anymore, but I definitely used to watch a lot of it. And, like, that level of energy when you're in a down mood, that, yeah, it just makes me feel good, you know. Now, why is this mission not working? Okay, watch out for the assassin at midnight. Okay. I don't understand. Am I missing something? There has to be just some detail I've missed. But thank you. I really do appreciate it. Where? Oh, you're down over here. Oh, hey, my phone's at 100%. I'm just going to check really quick just to speed through this. And you make me so happy. I never experienced anyone actually answering my dumb questions on streams and being so positive. Well, I try. I really do, because I like being answered personally when people ask me questions, and there will be a time, which would be unfortunate, where my channel... I mean, there's a good side and a downside. When my channel gets bigger, I'll, you know... There'll be more people involved, and I always like people talking and everything, but I really do try to, like... I think... As of right now, I read every single comment on every one of my videos, and sometimes it can be a little difficult with streams, especially with stuff kind of going through, but... I've read every single comment that anyone has ever commented on my videos. Now, when there's doubled as many people commenting, I'll still have time, because I don't even get comments every day. But for sure, every week, and sometimes several in a day, and I don't always answer them right away, which is kind of the thing I think people can understand. I live in different time zones from a lot of people, but I always try to answer people, give them some sort of feedback. If somebody says, hey, your video sucks, I'll be like, well, thanks, at least you watched it, and thank you for being honest. And if somebody says my video's terrible, I'm perfectly fine with them, like, just telling me what they didn't like about it, because I'm not beyond improvement. This guy looks suspicious. What's going on here? Who are you?
Who are you? Brother Elias.
What do you do here? I don't think I was supposed to talk to him like this.
I'm just trying to help the Skalitz locals as much as I can.
All right.
Since before the
But yes, as of right now, I still answer everything.
Less crowded back then.
And I will still answer as many as I can get to for as long as I can. I mean, maybe I'll have to put like a limit on it at some point, but I'm nowhere near that, and I'm really happy being able to like talk to people, because my one series that kind of gets a lot of views and I still get comments from time to time is The Last of Us Part 2, where people still pop on and they talk about it and everything, and that's like my videos that have the most views, because one of the one that does well almost has 3,000 views. It's like 2,700. It's definitely my best video by far. Well, I have a couple dog videos that kind of rival it, but as far as video game ones do, yeah, thank you. Definitely not who I'm looking for. There we go. But yeah, I really, when someone engages with one of my videos, and it's I mean, I really love the engagement. Just talking to people, like, everybody's got different opinions. Maybe when you get big, you'll have a cool, friendly Discord server. I've tried using Discord. I don't understand it too much, and that's partially my own fault, but I enjoy a lot of the whole stuff going on. What button? Okay. Go. Do this. What quest is this? Rocketeer. Alright. Yeah, but I've tried doing, like, things here and there, and I plan on kind of getting more on those as much as I can. I have a few people that have, like, I try to have some people, like, moderate chat a little bit. Like, JLR, I gave him that, because he's been on this channel, actually, since I started, streaming Demon Souls. That's how I got introduced to him, and he's, like, just seems like a really cool guy. And I know he won't, like, mess up anything, so I just like, hey, you get a cool little wrench. And then my brother's one of the other people I have. I don't have too many people, but, like, you know, people that have been around for a while, and I'm just like, I can trust you, especially because JLR has a channel of his own. He's got, like, 500-something subscribers, or is it more? I don't want to, like, say the wrong number or whatever, feel like offend him or whatever, but he's got quite a few, and he does some stuff from time to time. I know he says he's busy right now, but I really like that dude. Where was I? Sorry, Rocketeer. I just want to get this, okay, so apparently other people have searched this as well, so I'm not the only one. Alright. Okay, let's see. Sorry, it just takes, might take a little bit, but yeah, I mean, eventually I'll get to the point where I kind of get on top of things more, and there's people I can, you know, trust to. And you know what? I haven't had anybody who was, hold on, excuse me. I haven't had anyone who was so rude or anything like that that I really had to kick them off. Damn. Okay. Let's see, where is it? Almost there. Just trying to... Okay. Yeah, sorry. I normally don't look things up, but, like, I... kind of stuck here. Probably could just wait things out a little bit. Wait until nighttime. And then I'll find it out. Okay. Okay. Let's see, we gotta find that. Okay. Go to his house. Hide in the barn that is attached to the house and advance time until midnight exactly. You should be standing at the front of the door. Oh, okay. If not, okay. So that's how you do it. I just have to look at the door, and the one guy should be there, and I have to wait every so often. Okay, this should make this a lot easier. Let's see. In Russia, it's considered to be funny. It's considered funny to be rude to streamers, and we kind of laugh together with them. But you seem so nice that I didn't want to tell you anything that could offend you. I am notoriously hard to offend, so do not worry about it. It's just, so here's the thing. The only thing is, if I know you, no big deal. I mean, if somebody were to just come on and be rude, I don't think I would take offense to it. I usually, like, joke around quite a bit, especially when my brother's on. He is, he makes a lot of jokes, and so does JLR sometimes. You know, we get along, tease each other a little bit, but I don't take things to heart, really, and I like to joke around a lot, so, you know, it's okay. But yeah, if someone were to just jump on and start, like, saying a bunch of crazy stuff, then I might be like, I don't know, you know? But, I don't know. You seem like a nice person, and that's pretty cool. In the future, I'll have people I have to deal with or whatever. I've had people that tell me they didn't like my stuff, and I was like, you know what? Hey, that's totally reasonable. I get it. I'm not for everyone. Not everyone likes my kind of thing, and that's just the way how it is. Everybody's got different tastes. No big deal. The only thing that I ever got a little upset about, and I know I shouldn't, but it's happened enough now that I don't get upset anymore. But it was having, clearly someone watched one of my videos in a series and disliked it. So I noticed there was one dislike. And then all of a sudden, each video in that series had a dislike. It's like, come on. Really? Ah, I see. What is he doing here?
What are you doing here?
Quiet, for God's sake. You'll wake the whole monastery.
Silence. For God's sake, I caught you in the middle of an
Glad
assassination.
I got that taken care of.
Assassination? What are you on about?
You told me to my face you were here purely for business, that Master Keezer had no reason to fear you. And then I catch you sneaking up to his door.
Keezer? He's living here in the monastery?
Well, yes. Right here in this house. What's your business here?
It's all a terrible mistake. I've a long-standing arrangement with the custodian here, Sir Sebastian von Berg.
Of course.
I supply him with
It's just
salt and
something
spices,
simple as usual.
and I've come to realise how he's been cheating me repeatedly. The dispute's been running for a while and still has legs. So I wanted my money back, that's all. I've no quarrel with Conrad.
Alright. Alright. What if I say I don't believe a word?
I don't believe a word you say.
Well, sorry, but I'm telling the truth.
I reminded you that I need to
I
stay
suppose there's
hydrated.
nothing to be
I
done
have
about it,
a bottle
unless
of
you
water
attempt to
and
steal me on
then
the spot.
a
But if it will help you
concoction
sleep
of
better,
random
I'll
drinks.
stop creeping around
Most
here
of
at
the
night and
time
find some other way
caffeinated
deal with the
to an
custodian.
extreme. But, you know, what I do is I have this, call it the juice, if you will. It is a bunch of drinks. It's been, I mean, there are remnants of drinks in here from, like, months. And I know that sounds weird, but basically the drink constantly keeps flowing. I haven't probably washed it for like a couple months, but that's because I drink out of it so often to where it's not like anything staying in there, so it doesn't like get moldy or anything, but there's just the liquids get changed out so frequently. I usually don't drink all of it, but I always have I have 2 bottles of water with me right now. So usually I'll take sips of that and then I'll drink a water. Just kind of go back and forth. But yeah, I have something to keep me, like, energized, and then hydration. Which, because talking so much, I get, obviously, a dry mouth. Alright, got your whole situation sorted out. I did.
And?
You needn't fear. I kept
If
watching
Monster
the whole
Energy
night,
is
nothing
killing
happened.
you, you need to stop drinking
A
that.
few folk passed by, but nobody
I have that
dangerous.
problem too,
What
and
about
I do need to
Are
I
you
need to
saying
cut back.
he has
It
no
is
malicious
delicious though.
intentions?
None. He's just doing some trade with the
You
custodian.
know, one thing I really miss is
That's
they
what
used to
brought him to
have
where you are.
I don't know if they sold it
you're
near you,
sure.
but
But I'd
it
still
was
rather
called
lie low for a while.
Monster
Come
Energy
to town.
Unleaded. No
be
caffeine,
surrounded by a whole
and it was like it
garrison
had
Yes.
all the flavor, none of the
Yes,
caffeine.
I suppose that does make sense.
But really, it's not the
Thank you,
caffeine in it.
Henry.
It's
I'm
just because there's so many vitamins
We'll
and
meet
sugar in
at
this,
town
which I
hall.
also need to cut back on. All right. Seems like he's heading out. That's good. I actually need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I will mute this because that door is super loud right now because I'm still working on it. I am back. But yeah, I've developed a bit of a bad habit when it comes to the energy drinks. Honestly, I don't really think I drink them for the energy as much as I just really like the taste of them. Which is bad. Okay, so now that he's taken care of, I can actually go do other things. Excuse me. Okay. I know how to fix this. Wait, why do I weigh so much? Put all this back on. This one? Yes. Yep, all geared up. Wow, that's really bad. Letting all that food go to waste. You can still eat them. I probably have, like, severe food poisoning. Alright. Just drop whatever's left, because it won't last that much longer. Alright. See, all of these in the red I can't use. I watched a video on how people dry meat, so that way it lasts longer. It's not really the same as cooking it, but it you know, makes it last longer. I guess it doesn't really taste as good, but it turns it into, like, almost a jerky. It's a really fascinating thing. Okay. Wild at heart. Wild animals will be less skittish when you're close. Oh, that would be so good. What else we got? What level am I? Level 8. Okay. Huntsman. You cause wild animals more damage. Okay, you'll be able to remove tusks, antlers. Yeah, that one. Wild at heart. Okay. Human dustbin. Oh, right. I used the perk because I kept eating that rotten food. All right, let's get out of here. Where is? Oh, right, I don't have that equipped. It's Talberg, so he has. Okay, tell him. Well, I don't need to tell him right now. I can wait till I get back for the other missions. For now, well, I can keep that on. Siege. Alright, where is the lady in the woods? Get the Valerian. Okay, ask local taverns. And then there was a lady. Where did she go? Is she up in here? Herbalist. Okay. Right there. I just need to go all the way. Wait, was that the only herbalist, or is there? I think I might have to go to specific ones. Oh, there's several. Oh, so any of them marked C are an herbalist. I would assume that the one I've been to was the one that was up here. So I think I'll go there. Let's go to fast travel. All right. Let's see, okay, I have about 13 minutes left. I wasted so much time. I apologize for wasting everybody's time like that. I mean, skirmish? Oh, yes, of course, watch the battle. That's what it's all about. Oh, I didn't want to whistle for them to come to me. Okay. Alright, map. No, why would I want map? I think we're gonna take another one of those Nighthawk Potions. Oh, that's unfortunate. How much is it? Oh, it's only 5. If only I hadn't eaten so much. Alright, I guess let's just draw attention to myself. There we go. Oh, wow. There's been a fight. Whoa.
Is that all you've got?
I can't see a thing. Ow. Ow. Rude. Are they all fighting me? Wow. Rude.
I'm over here.
Man, I can't even see where he's coming from. Let's see. Will I be streaming tomorrow? I should be, yeah. Unless anything different should happen, I should be. I have been trying to make plans to go somewhere, but so far it has not been working out. So if I'm not, I apologize. But I should say, in a way, if everything went to plan, I would be going somewhere else. But as that isn't happening, okay, I'm gonna turn the brightness up quite a bit, just so I can see this guy. I just got to remember to turn it off. Oh wow, okay. Okay. He seems to be a bandit. Alright. As long as my armor doesn't get too damaged, I can take him. It's nice when they have an open face. Yeah, definitely watch out. I can't wait to get my dog that perk. Okay, that was him taken out. Okay. Where are the other ones? Huh. Oh, that must be the one guy's horse now that I think about it. But yeah, it should be close to the same time every day. What I'm looking to do is I want to figure out how to do it as a premiere, which would... Oh, he ran away. Nice. Okay, I like that. I like it when they run away. Yeah, let's see. A lot of stuff in this area. I'm going to have to turn the brightness back down, because it will blind you when I put the when I put it back to normal, or if I don't put it back to normal when I open up my menu. Okay. Alright, they should have a decent amount of stuff. 45, that's not bad. Moonshine. I'm going to be overweight very quickly. They usually don't have too much. This is the kind of thing I look for. You'll find when you get a lot of stuff in this game and you're looking for stuff to sell. I put 2 a.m. alarms to wake up and watch my stream. Thank you, I really appreciate it. You shouldn't lose sleep over watching my stuff, but I do appreciate that you watch it. It's so for me it's let's see, I'm not sure what the time difference is. For me it is 7:26 right now. Time zones are sad. Well, they got to be pretty far away, right? The dog just came sliding in. Long distance arrow. Do I have those? I might have those. But yeah, so it's 7:27 and I start my streams at 5:30. That's Eastern time. Should be, I think. I know I'm terrible with even knowing my own time zones. But yeah, so normally I try to aim for the same time every day. However, I am often at least a few minutes late, which I think maybe it would get more people to see my stuff if I did the premiere, because then they know, hey, I have a specific time I try to go for. Golden spurs are great. But I try to make it 5:30 my time every day. I will eventually try to get it to 5, but for now it's 5:30, and I think it's just kind of the way how everything works out. It's not the worst ever, but it definitely could be improved. My consistency is not great. All right. So what I try to do, not that you necessarily even have to think of this too much, but if you are like me and you like picking up everything, I developed a habit of comparing the amount of money I get for an item to its weight. So its weight should be, for every 1 unit of weight, 100, groschen is what it should be worth. So for like this, I wouldn't pick this up because it's 356 compared to 4, which really doesn't add up. YouTube sends notifications like 30 minutes later. So I made a Twitter to check up. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, sometimes it's weird. So sometimes with YouTube it will send stuff out right away cuz I have my own channel. Yes, I am one of my own subscribers, to be fair. I do it and so that way I can see it live as it pops up. But I've had it where, even with the notifications and everything, it won't pop up at all. Like, I'll be streaming. I've had it where I'll stream, and if I'm not, like, looking at it, it will be on there, like, it's been hours, and then it'll finally pop up. And then I've had it sometimes where it pops up, like, as soon as I start my stream. So it seems to be very inconsistent. But yeah, for this, I pick up so many things that I had to develop a strategy for not picking up too much. Like, some things are worth it to have, and then other things... And also, thank you if I didn't already say it. I do really appreciate it. I don't post often enough, but I occasionally do. I just, I usually find myself to be rather busy during the day. I have so many other things going on. But yeah, thank you. Much? Okay, we still have some time. Just a little bit. The Piercer. Yeah, I would prefer, if I'm going to be using weapons in this game, I'm sorry, I jump around a lot. It's a bad habit I have. But if I use weapons, what's considered some of the better weapons for later in the game are the maces, because different maces, they do heavy damage through armor, and so the strikes, especially if you get a strike to the head on an enemy, it can do significant damage, whereas something like what am I thinking, like a short sword, while it does do alright damage, may not be as, even a long sword, which does great damage usually, may not be as effective. Doesn't mean it's bad. You can absolutely still use it, and when you get your skill up high enough, you can do great damage. But definitely hits to the head if you have the, what perk is it? It's the, I get it sometimes. Basically it's a perk, I think it's strength. It has been so useful, because you'll occasionally be hitting people in the head, which I almost always do, and occasionally it gives me a good one. It is Head Cracker. Now this works for all things. You only need to be level 8 in strength to get it, but man, it will pay off. You have a 10% greater chance of knocking out an opponent with a blow to the head, which isn't as often as I would like, but because if an enemy's wearing a helmet and I have my fists that I'm using, it doesn't do much, unfortunately. But if they don't have a helmet, I can do it sometimes on the first hit, which is so satisfying when it works out. Better hunting arrow. I guess I'll take that. Also, you may notice there was a glitch where I got 3,600 arrows off of a single enemy. So I have on my horse quite a few arrows. I have 1,000 better hunting arrows, and I just kind of, whenever I have hunting arrows. So using bow early in the game kind of sucks. Using it later in the game is like basically the more you get into it, the better it is, hands down. Yeah, I guess, well, I can hold on to that. I may have grabbed a little too much stuff for my own good. I think I'll get back on the horse. If you weigh too much, you can actually make it to where you can't get onto your horse. I think the most I've ever weighed was probably, from a character that has a carry weight of over 200, I weighed, I think, like 700. And like, I'd picked so many flowers, and I had so many other... Wait, who are you? Oh, just a wanderer, okay. Now, to where do I go, just to make sure? I probably won't make it there in time. Okay, I do have the marker on the correct spot. Center that a little bit. There we go. But yeah, YouTube is kind of iffy on how it sends the notifications, I've noticed. And I'm not the only one who, my brother has actually told me about it, because he said that he, one day he said he didn't even get a notification. Oh, did you just see that shooting star? How often does that happen? I wish in this game to, I don't know, do cool stuff.
Yeah.
I should have wished for subscribers. That was my bad.
Yeah.
That is the one thing, like, I get it, you know, it's everybody's taste, but I feel like, one of the reasons why my consistency needs work is because the more consistent I am, the more people see it. So, like, today I was, I think, 5 minutes late. Now, when I do it at 5:30 exactly, and I do it every day at that time, I think YouTube sends out the notifications to more people. But if I'm inconsistent, it won't send out notifications as much. It's very unusual. But yeah, I mean, and I could, if I just did it the same every week, like, and I want to do it 5 days a week, I could eventually get to the point where I do every day of the week, but I don't think that that's really something I want to do. I want to make sure that I have that extra bit of time on the weekends. And I could still, maybe in the future, release stuff, but I really do want to get down to that point where it's a video every day and a stream every night. Well, for me. For you, it's, I guess, really early in the morning. Or really late at night, depending on how you look at it. Yeah, I just, you know, it's a matter of getting there. I have so many videos that I have where I just need to edit them and get it done. And I'm really terrible about it. Some of them are only half edited. Some of them I have, I think, a couple videos that I fully edited. One of them is on my channel, but I've never, posted it. Because it was just, by the time I had gotten to where I was ready to post it, it had been too long. And so it was like, it was an edited version of one of my streams, which I think had turned out really well. But but by that point I was just like, meh. Oh well, maybe in the future, but I don't think there's much of a point to it. I could go back and edit every single one of them and it wouldn't be a big deal. But oh no. Oh no. Oh my. How far back am I? These things happen far too often. Oh no.
I'd like a beer.
I'll be right back.
Oh, damn it. Oh, that is a perfect way to end it. We just passed 2 hours. Oh, damn. Yeah, that falling star did not save me at all. I said I wish to do cool stuff. I think that star doesn't know what cool is. That wasn't cool to me at all. Oh, damn it. Alright, well, I guess I'll do this little part off stream, and, I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. You have a good night. Or, yeah, I guess good night. Yeah. Just a different time. Have a good morning. I'll see you. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Hello, everyone. My name is Hal. Hello, everyone. My name is Hal, and welcome. Hello, everyone, and welcome. So, I'm gonna leave this right here. That's the end of the episode for today. Thank you all for watching. All right, so we'll see you in the next episode. The end of that first episode. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. And goodbye. I hope you guys have a good time.